All right, Cancer, getting ready to do your reading here. Let's take a look at what's going on. Let's see what's going on with your person. This is a random, timeless reading for Cancer, for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Pluto. If you know your chart, if you have Cancer and Pluto, this will work for you too, without too much trouble. I just got a real urge today to do this. You know, I'm a water sign too. I'm a Pisces, and I know how water signs are when they're thinking about someone or when something's going on or whatever. The energies are really weird this week. In particular, I realize it's a timeless reading, but energies are cyclical. So if you find this a year from now, the energies are really weird at that time too. I'm just not there to do a reading. But for those of you watching it right now, when I'm recording this on February 1st, 2021, this is some crazy energies this week, Cancer. Your person, I'm shuffling the deck here, and you've got some person out there. We've been sort of following the saga here a little bit. We're going to find out what they're going to do, because I think something's getting close to this cycle ending. We've got energies wrapping up. We got a lot going on here. It's sort of a. I think for some of you it's a now or never moment kind of a thing with this, where the energies may not come around again for quite some time. You might even be thinking about blocking this person, just saying, you know what, either physically blocking them or metaphorically blocking them, and just saying, so you know what, see you later. I'll catch you later. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put up my new sign. My wife made this for me. It's a nice little sign. Very nice lady. There you go. Huh? Very professional. Yeah. My wife is 6, apparently. So there you go. There's my very professional sign. We are very professional here at Steve's Love Tarot. No doubt about it. It's about the readings. It's always about the readings. Content is king. Special effects. You won't see any TIE fighters flying by. All right. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel up. And I know subscribers, it's really hard to hit that subscribe button. I know, I do it too. I go to channels and I don't hit it. Let's see what's going on with your person, Cancer. Let's see if this is do or die here or not. Let's cut these cards and let's see where we go. Alright, let's see what's going on. Here we go. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Pluto even, again. Let's see what we got here. What's going on with your person? So I'm going to throw cards. All right, we're going to just do a freestyle kind of thing. It's the way the way it might happen at a carnival or something, or if you're in my living room and we were having a party. Two of Swords. Sorry, Two of Swords. We're off to a flying start here. I can't even read the cards. Two of Swords. The Nine of Wands. Let's see what's going on with your person here. What's the next card? Come on now, give me something. The Hierophant. All right. And the Emperor. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's keep throwing some cards here. Let's see what we get. Let's see where we go. The Five of Pentacles. All right. I'm just going to read the general energy when I'm done. The Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Daughter of Wands in this deck. It's Page of Wands. The Two of Cups. How about that, huh? And our last card we're going to pull in the main stack here. We're going to clarify this stuff, don't you worry. The Queen of Cups. All right? So the question I'm asking here is, what's your person going to do? You've been... with the Cancer saga, the energies are clear here that you've been waiting for this person to do something. So, it looks like they're still in their head. At the moment, we got the Two of Swords. They're still in their head. I'm just going to read the energy of what these cards are telling me. Okay, I'm not going to point to the card. They're in their head. All right. They see you as definite material. You may have even, I've mentioned this before, and for some reason this keeps coming up, you may have even been some kind of a teacher to them. Or you may have taught them some things about life and the way they do things and all of that, especially with that Hierophant there. But they see you as having your act together big time. You are the emperor of your kingdom, for sure. Or, the emperor of all the land. They feel a little out in the cold, no doubt about that. The Page of Wands is a card of communication for me. It's not a card of communication for everyone, but for me, it is definitely a card of communication. They want to communicate with you. They want this union to come together. With this Two of Cups, you guys are there's definitely a soul connection here for sure, especially with the Two of Cups showing up in this position. Because we're moving towards what they're going to do. And what they're going to do is they're going to come in as the Queen of Cups and offer you a cup, basically. This is a very nurturing card, but in this position, I mean, this card can be read 20 different ways in 20 different positions, but where it is right now, the story goes like this, okay? And where it is right now is they're gonna do it as the Queen of Cups. They're not coming in as a page. They're not coming in as a knight. They're going straight up to the Queen of Cups, straight up. All right. So they're in their head. It's the way the story goes. They're in their head. They're a little bit defensive. They will, stay away. They see you as marriage material. You may have been a teacher to them. They think you've got your act together. Maybe they got another. You know what I'm getting off of this Emperor card? They got their original opinion of you. They prejudged you early on as maybe a player or nobody or something like that, and they got another opinion of you. Now they feel out in the cold. They feel stupid for the way they thought before, but it's like, crap, is it too late, kind of a thing. Again, card of communication. This Page of Wands would indicate that they want to come in and communicate. They want you two to come together, and they're going to come in as the Queen of Cups. Now let's throw some overlaying clarifiers here. Let's just throw some cards. I've done some shuffling while I've been doing my talking. I'm going to cut the deck again. Let's do a single cut this time. All right. Here we go. Let's see where we go. Steve's Love Tarot here. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. They want this bliss with you for sure. You got the Barn Owl. We talked about this on another reading. I think I did a Pisces reading or a Capricorn reading. We talked about the Barn Owl. This is the Page of Swords. But in this deck, you need to look at the animals. Okay, the animals tell you something. They're watching you. Okay, barn owls are very common. This is the species of owl that's on this card. They're very common. They're always up in the trees in your neighborhood. They don't just live in barns. It's just a name for them because they do sometimes. But they're always up in that tree. You might be taking a walk through your neighborhood. You're not going to see them. You'll never see one of these little guys. They're about 14 inches long, white. They blend in with the tree bark perfectly, white and brown. So they're watching you, but they don't want you to. My point to telling you is not to give you a barn owl lesson. It's to tell you that you don't know they don't want you to know they're watching them. Okay, you have no idea they're there. They're not making any. They're not liking any tweets or Facebook posts or anything like that. What else we got here? What else? That's enough owl lesson for the day. Ace of Wands. Okay, they want a new beginning with you. Okay, and they want. Ace of Wands tends to happen quickly. It's an explosion. Look at all the explosion around this here. Okay, it happens fast, but it can burn out fast too. So that's Let's see here. What else have we got here? The Chariot again. What I just said. They want to come in fast. This is coming at you quick. This is happening during this retrograde. We're in a Mercury retrograde right now at the time I'm doing this reading. Obviously, if you're watching this a year from now and there isn't a retrograde, well, ignore that comment. But right now, if you're watching it right now, this is happening during this retrograde in some way. Now, I'm going to pull a couple cards. I'm going to ask a question here about whether or not you need to do anything, Cancer. What does Cancer need to do to make all this happen? Assuming Cancer wants to hear from this person, what does Cancer need to do? There we go. There's our answer. It just popped right out. The Moon. Cancer, you need to lay back and keep your mouth shut. Bottom line. That's what you need to do to make all this happen. They need to make the move. This is something they need to do. They need to go, they need to backtrack and come to you. You need to do absolutely nothing. Something tells me this is all of this Five of Pentacles, this all out in the cold, they put themselves out in the cold. Maybe, you put them in the doghouse or something like that, but they definitely put themselves out in the cold. So now I'm going to ask a straight up question here about timing. Let's see if we can get some timing on this. I'm pretty sure we're talking about the middle of the month, maybe toward the end of the retrograde, around the 20th at the latest, something along those lines. But again, I got an impression at the beginning of this, and one of the urgencies for doing the reading was that you were thinking about blocking them. However, either on the phone or on social media, maybe they're reading your tweets or something. You're thinking about hitting that block button. I just want to find out if that's a good idea or a bad idea here, and try to get some timing for when they're coming in. And maybe you can hold off that block based on the timing I come up with. You know what I'm saying? Just to give you some sort of something to do here. All right, we got the Four of Pentacles. That is a timing card. Major Arcanas are usually not good timing cards. Aces are usually not good timing cards, although some people use them. I just use the Minor Arcana straight up here as timing cards. Four of Pentacles, so 4 days or 4 weeks. It fits. I doubt 4 weeks. I'm thinking sometime. I got a real urgency to do this reading. I'm thinking sometime this week. Now, they may chicken out, but I'm thinking you got 4 days tops here. What is this, Monday, February 1st, I'm doing this. So, by Thursday or Friday, you should be hearing from this person. Now, again, it's a general reading. I'm just saying, give it till the end of the retrograde. I'm pulling one more timing card here. I did a little shuffle. Yeah, we got the Seven of Wands. So, yeah, I'm going to go 4 days to 7 days. So we're still within that, So I would hold off a week or two before you hit that block button if you want to hear from them. If you're afraid what they're going to say or you just don't want to hear from them, go ahead and hit it. But let's just for fun. Let's do a card pull here. I'm going to ask the question, what's going to happen if you hit how are they going to react if you hit the block button? Okay? So if Cancer hits that block button, we're shuffling hard here. If Cancer hits that block button on them, how are they going to react? How are they going to react emotionally? What's going to happen with them? Inside. Feelings. Whatever. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Death. The Death card comes out if you hit the block button on them. Now, you may think, oh, it's the end. No, it's the end of a cycle. It's the end of them being able to see your Twitter feed or your Instagram or whatever. We'll just use Twitter as an example. It's an end for social media. It's an end for them to be able to read that stuff. But this is also a card of transition. I'm gonna pull a couple more on this here. I mean, we're gonna get some clarifiers. Yeah, you see, it's a transition. So you block them, you create a change. They actually have some. There's some hope for some change here. The Star, because you're definitely important to them. And it's gonna. It may cause them to go a little bit cold. Okay, it may cause them to go a little bit cold. But that the Death card coming out now, it's very interesting. That's a very interesting pull of what happens when you hit the block button. I should rephrase this because this Star came out reversed, and I flipped it because I don't read reversals. I do if I see it energetically, but this Star physically came out reversed, and I did flip it. So it would be the end of hope. So it's going to affect them. You're going to need to keep in mind here that it's going to affect them emotionally, big time. They're going to be shocked. These two cards together, the Death and the Star reversed, are pretty much just the Tower card. Okay, and it may cause them to go cold. It could backfire on you, was what this Queen of Swords is telling me. This old snowy owl here. It could backfire on you in making them cold, making them feel like you're, I'm going to be cold to them, sort of a thing. Well, I'll show them, sort of a thing. But what's the end result of that? So I don't know. I may, in looking at those 3 cards, advise you against blocking them. I think that might work. What this is telling me is that might work at cross purposes. So leave it open. Even if you don't want to hear from them, just blow them off. I think if you... And I'm gonna give you a final answer right now with a card. I'm doing some shuffling, but I think if you block them, you lose all chance of hearing from them. I think that's going to cause them to go cold and lose all hope. And yeah, they might be a little bummed out and crying in their beer or their tea, or their tea some night. But let's see. Here's your final result if you block them. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it changes everything if you block them. Now, Wheel of Fortune's a good card or a bad card. It depends in the context it comes out in. In this context right here, that's not good. It changes the outcome of everything that we've talked about up till now with them all these clarifying cards, and them coming in as that Queen of Cups. All right. So if you don't want to hear from them, you're going to hear from them probably, unless they chicken out. I can't help that. The cards can just tell you the way the winds are flowing. If they chicken out, that's fine. But if you hear from them and you don't want to, just be nice and send them back. And you can always make up some kind of little story about you got somebody else. You're seeing somebody else right now or whatever. That's usually a good blow-off line. So let's say you don't, that's our blocking thing. Let's get that out of here. This is all about blocking. So the advice from the universe or the cards is do not block. Let's say you don't block. Strength. And this comes up in Cancer readings. Every Cancer reading I've done, either here or I do readings offline as well. Cancer's been dealing with a fire sign, a Leo in particular, for quite some time now. Somebody's got Leo in their chart that you've been dealing with. Okay, the Strength card came out as who you're dealing with was basically the question. And this fire signs in general. It could be a Leo, it could be whatever. It's somebody with some fire in their chart. Has been popping up for you for some time. This person's been hanging back big time, hanging back. All right, let's pull one more card. Here we go, one more card. Everybody cross your fingers. This is the absolute final outcome of this. If you end up talking to them and it doesn't blow up in your face and you want to hear from them and all that fun stuff. Okay, it's going to send you into the Hanged Man. All right, they're going to probably confuse the crap out of you. Okay, why are they going to confuse the crap out of you? Because the Four of Cups. You may not want their cup. And that's going to confuse you, and it's going to confuse them. So what this is telling me with the Four of Cups is confusion is going to reign supreme when they come in regardless. I imagine if you haven't heard from them in a while, it's going to be a little confusing when you hear from them. I'm going to need more information here, cards. I'm going to need something a little better than confusion, okay? What about when we get past the confusion? Can you give me something? Give me something to work with here? The Eight of Cups. It doesn't look like you're going to want to stick around or they're going to want to stick around. It looks like this might be something you need to walk away from. And I don't see that as any different. If you think about this, you got someone you haven't heard from in a long time. All right, you've been waiting to hear from them. They've been blowing you off. They prejudged you, and then they changed their mind. They're feeling out in the cold. They're coming in. They want a union. You got a soul connection. You guys got some karma to blow through. Man, there's karma to blow through here. This is the Six of Pentacles. This relationship is out of balance. You got a lot of work to do when they come in to balance everything out. There's just no balance here. It's all, you were probably doing all the giving and they were just sitting there quietly in the background. Queen of Pentacles, again, balance. That's a balanced card. That's, you got a lot of work to do here to clean this thing up. And the King of Wands. So again, more fire showing up. The King of Wands can be a bit of a player. The King of Wands also just sort of says to me that just to be careful of this whole thing. This person could have other people around. I mean, the other options, or they may feel you have other options. Either way, they're extremely attracted to you. There's a strong physical attraction here. However, last card I'm pulling for you, this is Judgment. Okay? That means there is a second chance on play here. So it can go one of two ways. It looks like from the cards it's going to go with one or both of you walking away from the whole thing. Perhaps it's just all about closure. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about getting some closure. But that's a good thing. We don't always get closure in life. Sometimes stuff is just left hanging. But you're armed with some knowledge. You're armed with the fact that they're coming in, and you can make the choice. You can play all kiss ass with them when they come in, and turn the whole thing around. And there's no Eight of Cups. Turn that Eight of Cups upside down, and you guys stay together. It's entirely up to you. But my guess is they're going to say something that's going to piss you off, or that they're a little pissed, or they're going to turn something around on you, and it's all going to go the way of the Three of Swords. I don't like delivering bad news. I'm just saying. There's a soul connection here, and you're waiting to hear from the person, but this is one of those be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. I don't think this person is who you think they are. I think we've got a mirror situation going on here. Now, when you look in a mirror, you see the opposite. You see the backwards thing. Mirroring can mean a couple of different things. It can mean you guys are doing the same thing on either side, but in true context, mirroring would mean that they initially saw you as crap and then changed their mind. You initially saw them as awesome, and talking to them changes your mind. It's entirely possible. What's this person's personality? I know I said I was done pulling cards, but you know what? This reading is crazy good. What's the, I'd love to be on this call when they contact you. I wish I was a Cancerian. What's this? I ask the cards, what's this person like? And I go ahead and I pull this card that wanted to pop out, and it's the Tower. So again, they're going to surprise you. This person is not who you think they are. I mean, this doesn't tell us any characteristic traits. I'm going to pull another card, one more on top of it. But they are not who you think they are, okay? They are not the person, Knight of Wands, okay? Knight of Wands. I often called a player card. I'm not going to see it that way. I see this as this person is going to be in and out, wishy-washy, just like they always were with this Two of Swords over here. Okay, and this Nine of Wands. They're always going to revert back to that because it's their core. So they're going to come in fast, and then you're not going to hear from them for a while, and then they're going to come back, and you're not going to hear from them for a while. And it's going to feel all wishy-washy to you. But let me tell you something. This person, be careful with this. I got the Tower. I got the Three of Swords. If you block them, they're gone. So here's your options. If you block them, they're definitely gone. Wheel of Fortune turns, death, Star reversed, hope lost, they turn cold. You can get rid of them by blocking them. You can make none of this happen. You can make it all go away, Cancer. All go away. Or you can not block them, okay? Let them come in, and just armed with all this knowledge in advance, let it play out. There's a line from a movie that I like, and I don't always quote movie lines, and it's called Rush Hour is the movie. It's Jackie Chan, and again, not a very good quote person, but he has a line in the movie that I like that I think applies here, okay? And this is what you can do if they come in. He says, I like to let people talk. It lets me see how full of shit they are. And that's what you should do when they come in. Just let them talk. People, if you let them talk, will talk themselves, will dig a hole. They'll just talk themselves right into it. You'll see exactly who they are, and then you can decide for yourself. If it's a Tower, oh, this person isn't who I thought they were. I'm going to get out of here before I get hurt with this Three of Swords. It's good advice. It's Jackie Chan. I know I'm not exactly quoting Nietzsche here, but it's good advice. I would definitely apply it in this case. Cancer, that's your reading. Random. Had to do this today. This is probably had to do it today because this is probably coming real soon for you. Unless they lose the gumption, lose the guts to do it. But it doesn't look like they will with that strength card popping up. I think they're going to have it. I think they're going to do it. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe, or at least subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell. I put these random readings up all the time. I never know what sign I'm going to do. But if it pops in my head, you all have Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So there's at least 4 signs that'll be for you for sure. At the most, of course. Anyway, thanks for watching, and good luck with all this. Oh my God.